No Panic Zone. I'm Steve Uriah. I'm America's voice, a man on a mission to make this country better. It's a struggle, I realize, but it's what we do here because I believe in America first. Here's three big things you need to know right now. Number one, a big early winter snowstorm on the way. I mean, a beast, courtesy of the polar vortex. Maybe it's just the way things have always been. Maybe winter comes and summer comes and so forth. Just a thought. Number two, the FBI was, for all intents and purposes, an extension of the Democrat Party by way of social media. That's what Elon Musk is exposing daily after buying Twitter. Your government working against you. And number three, speaking of your government working against you, the southern border remains open. Despite all protestations, the southern border is wide open. Thousands of illegal aliens continue to flood over the border every day. Thousands of illegal aliens. And I want to explain clearly that I will always use the term illegal alien for those coming into this country, well, illegally. And I will do that despite getting smeared by those on the fringe left. You may ask, why? The answer is simple. That's the legal term. A term used thousands of times by the United States government, plus state and local governments as well. It's the legal term for someone who came into America illegally and has no legal right to be here. I'll even give you the official definition from Webster's Dictionary. A noun. A foreign person who is living in a country without having official permission to live there. That's an illegal alien. Fair U.S. goes a bit further in describing those that are invading our country, thousands a day. Under federal law, any non-U.S. citizen is an alien. Aliens who have entered the United States without permission or who have violated the terms of their admission are identified under the law as illegal aliens. That is a fact, not an issue for debate. The term alien means any person not a citizen or national of the United States, period. Period. I make this all very clear for you today because the new estimates for the invasion are to become far worse. Starting Wednesday, when the Trump-era law Title 42 ends, and for the past few weeks we were told it could mean as many as 14,000 people a day, 5 million a year. But now the numbers are even more dire. Some estimates going to almost 20,000 illegal aliens a day. The forecast is so bad, the Democrat mayor of El Paso, Texas, has declared a state of emergency because El Paso could see as many as 6,000 people a day, possibly more. The Democrat says his city simply cannot handle that flood of humanity. His name is Oscar Leeser, by the way. California Governor Gavin Newsom says if it happens, Title 42 going away, that is, it will destroy his state. Newsom, among the highest profile Democrats considering runs for president, by the way, to push Joe Biden out and take the levers of power. And one of the political tools Newsom and others have is pointing to the outright failure of controlling the Mexican border. Let's be clear right now. According to just about everyone, the United States is not controlling the southern border. The Mexican drug cartels are. And we're not doing anything about it. Nothing. You should be mad as hell about this. It is a threat to national security, the safety of anyone who gets mixed up in drugs, because fentanyl is killing more than 200 people a day in this country. And nobody in the White House seems to give a damn. Think about how many families are being devastated. Not to mention the crime, the chaos, and the heartbreak. It's got to stop. Like I said, you should be mad as hell. Former DHS Secretary Jay Johnson, who worked in that position under Barack Obama, says the illegals know how to game the system. That's how they keep doing it. And they know how to stay in the United States. Listen to this.
The process takes years, somewhere between 2 to 6 years. The bar for getting over the initial hump to qualify for asylum by stating a claim of credible fear is relatively low, while the ultimate bar to get asylum is relatively high, but it's years in between. And migrants know that. And I know from speaking to migrants myself from the southern border when I had the job at DHS, that a number of them come here knowing that they may only get to stay here for a few years and get a job, but it's better than the circumstances that they've left.
Yeah, you know, back to Oscar Leeser declaring a state of emergency over the weekend on Saturday because the community has no ability to handle that many people, 6,000 a day coming into El Paso alone, sixth largest city in Texas, and they're being overrun. They're being overrun already. And he says we can't handle this number of people. By the way, a ruling Friday by the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals means restrictions that have prevented hundreds of thousands of migrants from seeking asylum in the U.S. in recent years still set to be lifted on Wednesday. But the Remain in Mexico policy remains. Another big court hearing. A Texas federal judge dealt a stinging defeat to the Biden administration, ruling that they cannot terminate the migrant protection protocols, also referred to as Remain in Mexico. The Supreme Court ruled 5-4 that the Biden administration could end the MPP, declaring that the Biden administration had not violated federal immigration law when they tried to end it, but they sent it back to the federal court to see if the federal government was on the up and up. The federal judge said no, they're not, because they have not taken into account the damage it'll do to the states, to the cities, to the population, to the infrastructure, and everything else. So Remain in Mexico remains in place, but doesn't matter. Doesn't seem like it. Over on CNN, they know the floodgates are about to come wide open. And some are being told just wait till Wednesday. People at the border being told wait till Wednesday, then just go on in the United States. Those on the other side. Listen to this.
We have all these people pondering when to pass. Most of them I've been talking to, they are from Venezuela. They are telling me that some of them already tried to go in. Some of them are saying that once they get there, the agent tells them that this is not the right time.
El señor agente me dijo que por lo menos esperara, que no perdiera mi tiempo entregándome porque me iban a sacar por la otra frontera. Que lo más correcto sería después del 21 para tuviera una oportunidad de poder entrar. Por lo menos tengo un voto de esperanza para, más que todo es para mis hijas.
Joe Biden's an idiot. They said wait until Wednesday when Title 42 has been lifted and then just go right on in. That's what the agents are telling illegals. Just go over and wait. Go wait a couple of days, then come on back in. Unbelievable. Just absolutely jaw-dropping and stunning. This is the state of our nation today. No border control. No understanding of who's coming in. Millions a year. To go where? No job, no home, no real prospects. Less than half ever get jobs, by the way, if you didn't know the statistics. Less than half of these illegal aliens will ever get jobs in the United States. The idea that they're coming here to help us in some way is complete garbage. They're not coming here to help us. They're coming here to help themselves to anything they want, in large part. Crime will go, let's see here. Joseph wrote me, how many hospitals are crowded? How many illegals? Schools need more teachers. How many illegals are in schools? Shelves at grocery stores starting to be empty. Illegals have got to eat. Going on vacation, can't find a hotel. How many illegals are living in a hotel? The Democrats and the media are suppressing, hiding these numbers. You need to protest 24/7, not just corporate media. You must protest them. Local media as well. Local will be very easy. We're already there. Just need coordination. So says Joseph. Wake up to what's happening. Thank you, Joseph. I'll be right back.